So I got a drawer full of knives, and I opened them up and brought them out here to do a little inventory. This is not all the knives I have, but these are just some that I have sitting around in a drawer. Actually, this one came out of the back of my Subaru. This is an older, old-timer. It's stainless steel, Schrade Plus steel. It's got that rubber, that rough, sort of a faux saw cut. See if I can get it. Sort of a faux saw cut ridge thing going on in that rubber handle. It feels pretty good in your hand, and the steel is good. It's stainless. I don't know what they were making them out of back then. It was some species of 440A or C, or maybe they fell back. I don't think they'd fallen back to a 420 back then, but it's very good steel. I sharpened this knife and threw it in the back of a toolbox and left it there for 4 or 5 years, and then I used it a half dozen times, and then I took it out and I threw it in the trunk of a car for another few years, and then I put it in the dishwasher and I threw it back in the car, and it's still very sharp. I very well may be able to take some hair off my arm with this. Since they made this, Schrade, an old-timer, has changed hands, and so it's just not the same company that it used to be. And this is sort of, I think this is sort of available in a different form, but I really don't know if you can improve on that. It's just a really good knife. Cost me $20 back in the 90s. And this is another old-timer, a small trapper type blade. This has got the old 1095 steel. It used to have a patina on it. I think a patina is sort of a sexy internet thing going on. Everybody talks about how beautiful the patina on a knife is. I'm not quite sure if it's worth it, but I usually just scrub them off because, you know, I was in the military, and I think metal you should probably scrub the rust off of metal if you got it. This has got this little spring, a little brass spring in that internal sleeve, so it's a locking blade. You couldn't rely on that to keep it from closing on your hand. I wouldn't stress that blade too much. I wouldn't stress it enough to worry about it closing on my hand, because it sure could. It very well may close on you, but it's sort of a safety feature. This is a very good blade. It takes a great edge. I've used it and used it and used it, and I still have it here 30 years later. So that was a successful purchase. This is a nice little case knife that was a gift. It's got my initials on it. See there? From my brother. Everything about this knife is just fine. I enjoy it very much. I don't know what year it was made, but it wasn't that long ago. I use it for all sorts of stuff. I sort of rotate carrying knives. This is a nice one. It's so pretty. That nice blue shells on there are just super nice. I like it. And these two are a couple of sod busters. Both of these are excellent knives. This is the new one. This is I thought I lost this one here. I thought I lost it, but I found it. But by the time I found it, I'd replaced it with this red one. This black one has a stainless steel, and I think we've all seen those when walking through Bass Pro Shops or something. It cost me online. It cost me maybe $20 plus a couple of bucks shipping. Maybe not quite 20 years ago, but quite a while ago. And it takes a nice edge. It is a stainless steel. This is a carbon steel, this new one. I bought this months ago. I'm about ready to scrub that sexy patina off of there, just because it probably should be. I like these knives because both of these have pretty good steel. There's nothing wrong with this stainless. I guess you could academically, the carbon steel is harder than the stainless and retains an edge better. but usually it just comes down to what you have in your pocket, and that's what you're going to use. And if you think about it very much, you'll carry more than one good knife when you're going places you need them, and you'll probably carry something to touch up the edge with. So, whether it's a D2 knife that will hold an edge for 100 years, or something else, it probably doesn't matter. These are all very good knives, and none of them are really famous for holding an edge. There's no bucks in there, and there's no D2s or queens or anything like that. They're just plain old shelf knives, and I like every one of them. I got another box full sitting around somewhere, but maybe I'll do that some other time.